And welcome back to our Crusader run. So yeah, we are going to take out this group of brigands here. It's a bit more difficult than most of the brigand fights we've had lately, but it should be fairly easy still. I would prefer to fight on the plains, but in order for that to happen we might need to wait quite a bit for them to actually reach the plains. So let's just fight them on the hills, I suppose. And I once again did a little bit of inventory management and gave people some better armors. Changed their positioning as well, I think, if I recall correctly. We might be able to fight them on the plains actually. If they keep going this way, we might be able to accomplish that from here. Let's see if we are able to do so. They're going to change direction relatively soon if they are running from us, which they are. Okay. And we are actually able to fight from the plains. Good. Good, good. And okay, so this will be an upgrade, this crossbow here. Don't know how good of an upgrade it will be just yet. But whatever it rolls, we will be using it at least for a time. So yeah, as I said, this is a little bit tougher than most of the brigand fights, so we need to be slightly more careful than we have been in the most recent episodes. Shouldn't really be a problem, but that is if we play somewhat carefully. We will be advancing, but we need to consider where and with whom. Okay, so this is a nice little high ground here. I guess we should just take it immediately. Let's put Landina here. Has 35 melee defense, so I could have taken this spot with her, but that is slightly more risky. Can save it for someone like Torolf or Margareta here. Okay. I think we'll wait for the Inspire. As in, inspire someone who has ended their turn, so that Inspire is active next round instead of currently. Okay. Should be fairly safe with the Crusader. They have now engaged us, so they will advance on us as well. Here they come. So Oswulf is here to rotate someone to somewhere. I guess he could rotate Nicholas closer. So Nicholas can get a pound on this bandit veteran here. Let's go ahead and do so. And Eilika here can rotate as well. Sure, let's use her turn to do that. Just end her turn there. Okay, Torolf. Let's continue to take these high ground spots here. Oh yeah, and I moved Gunhild to the northern flank instead of the southern flank. That is because if we encounter a group of enemies that comes with more people than can fit on the standard line, they will spawn north instead of south. So Gunhild being our best tank, I think it makes more sense to have her on the northern side. And yeah, these crossbows unable to do much against such huge armor and the unhold, the white unhold, what is it called? Just quickly check. Where is he? Here. So yeah, additional fur padding, decrease damage ignoring armor by -35%. So a crossbow bolt there, even from a famed crossbow, only tickles. Okay, Raimonda's turn. Might as well take this high ground. Use perfect focus. Well, I guess we could use it already, but let's wait. Was hoping for a headshot there, but we'll take that. Okay, let's see if this pound connects. It does. Damage is not that great, but it's a start. Okay. So Magnachar can either start shooting or rotate someone. I guess we just start shooting. Or we move. Moving might actually be better. Let's move here. And would be nice to connect this hit with Leif, because we've got Vengeance. And we do, and it almost kills. That is why Vengeance is one of the best damage perks. Last time I played PTR, which rebalances the Legends perks, that was nerfed quite a bit. So currently it's plus 100% damage. I think it was like plus 25%, something like that. And yeah, I do think it might need a little bit of a nerf, but that might be slightly too much. I don't know. Alright, so who to inspire? Leif is a good target because of 4 action points per attack, and also because he is one of our best killers, and also because he has mind over body, so he can use all the fatigue and action points. Right. Might as well advance with the Vala. She is not in danger against these kinds of enemies. And here we used adrenaline, so we could either go for this or this. I guess we'll go for the higher value target, even though our chance to hit will be quite low. We do hit, and that veteran is no longer with us. And yeah, even with 110 melee skill, our chance to hit with the Crusader is only 65% against these guys with shields. And we miss. So that is why you can basically never have too much attack skill, melee skill, or range skill. For some weapons, of course, a lower amount can be sufficient, like spears. Okay, let's use perfect focus here. And I guess we go for this guy. Get tickled some more. Early game, these marksmen, these master archers, they're quite terrifying if you get a crossbow bolt to the head, but when everyone's either nimble, battle-forged or lithe, and most people have steel brow and good armor, they're no longer any threat at all, unless you've already taken damage. And the more people you have, the more targets you present, so they kind of spread their damage out. They're not very smart about who they target sometimes. This throwing axe does probably more damage than their crossbows. Okay, let's see what Magnachar can accomplish. Let's go for this raider. Get 2 hits in. Okay, so this position could be used as a round swing opportunity. The only problem with, well, there's a couple of problems. First, we are not completely surrounded, and second of all, they have shields, and they are also shield walling, so actually hitting the targets there is easier said than done. Wondering who to attack with Leif here. Guess we take out this guy. Or try. So move. Let's wait and see what this veteran does. Okay. Need another target for an Inspire. Guess Landina could be a good Inspire. If we kill this, we activate Berserk, we can move and then go to Pound Town once more. So do that, and let's go for this 90. Managed to get a stun as well. It's a little bit lucky. And this veteran is slightly confused. Doesn't know how to best help his comrades. Can't really blame him. They are going to die. All of them. Maybe this guy gets away. Okay, so Eilika can actually best use her action points by rotating Nicholas further. So yeah, we have this veteran here. So I guess we are not able to go for this central mass of them just yet. We need someone to intercept these. Can do it even with someone like Oswulf here or Janold, but let's use Eilika. Eilika has rotation, so if it comes to that, we have that. Might as well equip the shield here. Not going to use a net. Kind of a waste to kill this guy with Vengeance, so we could just move. Let's take this spot. Torolf. Janold, I've blocked Janold from actually being able to hit this guy. It's fine though. Let's go there. And Nicholas. See if we can kill this guy. Okay. I guess we kill this dude with Margareta. There we go. And let's let Oswulf take that spot. 56 on the 55 on the square, might as well. We miss again. Could even use the Crusader just to break some shields here, but I think it's a bit unnecessary. Also, do these guys have shield mastery? I don't think they do. At least not all of them. This squire seems to not have it either. So we could actually use the Crusader just to break these shields. But having a 50% chance to hit is perfectly acceptable, I suppose, as well. Okay, that guy's dead. And that guy's dead. And even this famed weapon does very little damage here. This guy has pretty nice battle-forged armor. So this is probably going to kill if we connect. Let's do it. Get Berserk activated. Go for this one. Miss. This one's now fleeing and they don't have a monk. Taking a little bit of damage. Okay, let's go for a flank here with Margareta. Also limits the escape possibilities of these brigands here. So veterans are a bit difficult to kill even when the outcome is basically certain. They're just that tanky. So fights take a little bit longer than against easier enemies. But if they're not accompanied, or if they're not accompanied by like hedge knights or dangerous champion brigands, then unless they have like huge numbers, they're not that big of a threat usually. So you can definitely underestimate them. Torolf doing work there. Okay. And in an earlier episode, I think I erroneously claimed that bandit veterans have back to basics. That doesn't seem to be the case, and I was thinking about mercenaries instead. So those guys, mercenaries, now that is an actual threat on legendary difficulty. Because they all have high initiative. They're all, I think, nimble and battle-forged. They do a lot of damage. They have backstabber. They will baffle you with onslaught. They are quite more difficult in comparison to bandit veterans. Maybe even slightly OP. So if, for example, you are delivering a parcel and some mercenaries step out of the bushes and try to claim it, it might be in your best interest to not underestimate them, even if you're doing really well, because you might actually lose the run if you start fighting a group of mercenaries that have been scaled to your company's strength. You really need some adrenalines, you need really strong men and women to take them down. And most companies usually don't get many characters with high initiative, so they will always act before you unless you have adrenaline or can somehow stagger them or something. So be prepared for that possibility. Yeah, this fight is basically over at this point. It will just take some time to actually kill them. Still need to give Torolf some way of lowering fatigue costs or regenerate more fatigue. Okay, this guy's making a run for it. I'm not gonna check what the percentages were, but they were probably not that low to hit this guy since he doesn't have a shield. So a bit silly he was able to do that. Okay, let's start to edge a bit closer against this guy, since Gunhild will take forever to kill him. All right. Still making a run for it. Okay. So 2 left. And yeah, the theoretical optimal way to handle these veteran fights, I suppose, would be try to farm these very valuable armors from them, but I just can't be arsed to do so at this point. Don't really need them for myself, so their value would be in selling them. Yes, that would be quite valuable, but it would also make this fight last quite a bit longer. Require more brain power. So I'm content with how it goes, and with the armor layer system we are probably a bit more likely to get the armors anyway than we would be in vanilla, so... Okay, so this thing is actually quite good. So, Sir David's Emissary crossbow comes with enhanced damage and enhanced armor ignore percentage, so that should boost our damage quite a bit. Also get one of these heavy armors. Well, a couple of heavy armors, but this is the heavier. Okay. And we need to do some inventory prioritization. So these shields are worth 1000 each. Don't want to leave them behind. Don't really need to do this kind of micromanagement at this point in the game, but I just can't help myself, I suppose. What is the least valuable thing? It's 93. Okay, whatever. I'll leave this. Well, I could take this. I could take that. Let's do that. That little switch there. Okay. And I guess we should camp and repair instead of moving immediately. Going to need to buy more tools very soon. Though that problem is mitigated by having the salvage equipment and salvaging. So this is 10 tools, whatever. It's going to sell for a bit of money, but we also want tools. Okay, I guess that's fine. Okay, let's do this for a little bit, I guess until dawn. And after that we move. Okay. Let's see if we've repaired that crossbow. I don't think we have yet, but we might have. Where is it? Here. It is repaired. Okay. So, Remonda here gets an upgrade. So damage goes from 50 to 70 to 62 to 87. Also, we get a level up on Sophie. Okay. Let us continue to Königsheim. I'm going to leave this group here. I don't want to chase them around and they don't have a champion. Okay, made it. There is a caravan quest here. Ambushed trade routes still exist. Do have some things in the black market, but we don't have money, though we will in just a few moments. And once again I am checking this hiring screen, even though we have a full roster. We will be able to fire Randall here quite soon, once Ermengildis, our housemaid, gets some levels. And we might hire, fire Magnachar here after we get Paymaster on Ermengildis. So Magnachar, marginally useful character, can do some damage against human opponents and beasts with his crossbow, but he's kind of lackluster in that, even though he does get perfect focus. And he can also do rotation things, and he provides us with this perk, which could give us a very lucrative combat, mission. But yeah, we might fire him eventually. But yeah, let's sell. Lots of things to sell. Okay, we no longer have an absolutely ludicrous price, but we still get a very good price. Let's see how our money situation is after this. Can just sell all of this, don't really need to save one. I guess I'll keep this for now, just in case we find an archer and actually want to train them. It's not the best bow I've ever seen, but it's not bad. I don't need this garbage. Could wait for this to be repaired fully, but whatever. This thing I could keep for now. Bowl flail, I guess I'll keep it. I don't know. Might decide to sell it anyway, but for now, let's keep it. Okay, now we need to go through all of these armors. Don't think we need that. Gonna go ahead and sell that already. Don't need that. Don't need so many of these. Let's sell at least one. This can go. Don't need so many barbed helmets. This can go. I'll wait for this to be repaired. This can go. This can go. That as well. That. So yeah, repairing armors, selling them, very lucrative as well. As long as you can do it efficiently with tool usage. Okay, okay. Do want to keep some spare sets of both heavy and light armor, but we don't need as many. Guess that can go. This can go. That can go. And that can go. So I think that's... Well, let's sell this still. Okay, so now we are at 34,000. And sell this and sell that. 36,000. That should be fine, I guess. Let's go buy some tools quickly from Wolkenburg here. Can also check the weaponsmith and armorer. Nothing there. Nothing here. And... okay. So... let's check a few of these guys. So with the right perk combination, this apprentice here could actually be a very good archer. Doesn't get bow mastery, that immediately invalidates her because this ranged defense is mostly useless then. Guess we'll check this as well. I think this is a skip as well, especially since we would need to let someone go. Doesn't even get bows, so yeah. Blanche as well comes with ranged defense. Gets heightened reflexes, but that is completely wasted since the guy doesn't get dodge. But here we have an adventurous noble, so potentially a good recruit. Let's see. Comes with 3-star range skill. Dexterous for more melee. Comes with crossbows. I don't think we want crossbow people. Kind of similar to the one, I mean the Witch Hunter crossbow we already have. Also lacks some key damage perks. Doesn't get Killing Frenzy. Doesn't get Battle Flow, which is basically a damage adjacent perk. So earlier game with roster spots I checked this out, especially because he does get Mind over Body with a star in Resolve and a guaranteed Fortified Mind because of our origin. But I think for now this is a no thanks. Could destroy an orc camp, but I think we want those caravans at the moment. So we came here primarily for tools. So let's buy some tools. Okay. So there was a caravan quest here. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah. Doesn't even matter where it's to. It is to Krumhorn. Let's just go. So this gives us a lot of experience and time to train, time to do any of the tasks that you accomplish by camping. So we can make beer, for example. We can make a fermented unhold heart. We can make wine. We can make potions if we want to. A second wind potion is pretty decent, but I don't really see the need. I could make a large quiver of arrows in case we get an archer eventually. Might as well make one of those. Don't need all of that to happen, so let's assign... Oh yeah, and we can now enchant once again. So I think we'll make a feeding rune, and also, let's see, an endurance rune. go there. We don't need to repair so much. Okay. That should be good. And let's go. Alright, so this is the team player event. Leif, always the sort to take one for the company, seems to have single-handedly helped the resolve of each mercenary. As one sellsword explains it. I don't know how to explain it. As another more articulate mercenary says, it's like he's more than just a sword for hire, you know. He's someone we can depend on. Like a brother, but not a whole brother, obviously. More like a half-brother. A bro, if you will. Okay, so team player, decent event. It's better for us because so many people have mind over body and fortified mind. So yeah, people gain some resolve. We see a group of brigands. They probably won't fight us. We also see that this place has Prince Dolphin Murder Hand. Okay, so if we remember this and this guy is still here, we could come and take him out for a guaranteed famed item later. Could stop here. Do I want to? No real reason to, I don't think. Our tool situation is fine and our roster is full. We see goblins, easy group of them. I think they're going to run away from us anyway, or... Okay, that was kind of bullshit. So they just annihilated those mercenaries and didn't even lose anyone. That would not happen. And yeah, they're running from us. Stalwart. Okay, now this... They might run from us. They might not even see us, but this fight can actually kill us. I think I fought a Stallworm only once. And that went relatively well, yeah, but these things are super deadly. I would fight a few Lindworms on their own, but the Stallworm might have to skip that. We are going here, so we might get away with this. Let's see. Okay, they're heading north. They're actually running from the Visico. These guys, which is... They would actually kill all of this militia easily. Okay, along the road, a goat with a bell cradled in the arms of a dead shepherd. You found the pair by the side of the road. The animal's throat is open and the man's body has no wounds. Maybe he died of a broken heart. Margareta rifles through the dead man's pockets and comes up empty-handed. You decide to leave the two where they were. Rest in peace. The world of Battle Brothers is a dangerous place. Okay, here we can take advantage of the scouting equipment and having people on patrol. So we see, for example, what's here. Probably will be skipping this fight, this camp, if we are not on a patrol quest or something. Kind of easy camp at this point. No champion. Probably won't have a famed item either because of the close proximity to civilization. What do we see? We see this. Okay, so this place, it's kind of easy as well, but there's two champions, so that means famed equipment. So we will go do this after Krumhorn. There's Sir Eckhart the Black-Hearted and also Sir Guy the Cold. Hopefully they don't come with famed shields again. And what else do we see? We see an easy grave mounts. Probably skip that. I think we saw something else as well, but can't say. Don't see anything, I guess. That or I'm blind. Okay, we also have this place. Super easy nomad camp. Wait for dawn, like so. Okay, no one has completed. But we do craft a weapon rune sigil feeding. Let's also, yeah, these level ups are very nice. Okay, Ermengildis gets student, gets camp cooking, gets alcohol brewing. The stats here don't matter that much for her, but let's see. So no point leveling initiative. Well, I guess there could be a point. Doesn't get dodged though, so whatever. Take HP. Something like this. Sure. Whatever. So she will most likely just spend the rest of her life in our reserves as a peaceable cook slash paymaster once she gets to that level. Might as well level Randall here, even though we are going to fire him. Or we could just let him die, but that would be a bit dishonorable, so... perk doesn't really matter, let's just go with, I don't know, Indomitable. Londina has leveled. Let's take, I guess, the fatigue. And vengeance is always good. Well, at least if you're a frontliner, it's always good. Crusader has reached level 16. And 130 hit points. Elsa gets another +3 melee defense roll, nice. Could go HP, could go fatigue. Let's get the fatigue, I guess. And let's get battle flow. Magnachar level 14. And Oswulf has reached level 11. Sure. Mind over body and 100. Well, we could give him favored enemy brigand, so that further incentivizes us to actually fire Magnachar once our housemaid has reached paymaster. Let's go ahead and... Well, actually, he needs to get some kills for that to activate, so it's not as useful. So, with that in mind, let's get Brawny for more rotations. Okay, Yanold gets a nice level up. I do like my battle flow on people. Right. What do we have at Krumhorn? Won't be doing any of that. We are going camp busting. So this guy comes with rebound and indomitable, which means eventually he would be able to maintain indomitable indefinitely thanks to mind over body and rebound. Does get +5 melee defense here. With the right perk combination, even with this kind of lackluster star distribution, we might take this guy. Because if he also rolls Shield Mastery, Underdog, Colossus, etc., could actually make a godly indomitable tank. That is not the case though. So early game, definitely someone who you could take and make much use out of, but at the moment, not that useful. We do have a full roster anyway. For now. Not for that long. Okay. Berin here gets a 3-star range skill. Would prefer to have Resolve or Fatigue stars instead of this melee defense. Let's see how the perks are. Gets Crossbow Mastery, not Bow Mastery. Gets Berserk. And once again, as is pretty often the case for these Witch Hunters, doesn't get some key level 7 or tier 7 perks like Killing Frenzy. So early game, definite take, now definitely not. Okay, what about the marketplace? We have more nets at least. Could buy these and make beer, I guess. Whatever, it's like we could take it or leave it. But yeah, we have the rune. Let's see how that rune is. It is slightly better than the previous one. Do we have a good weapon for... Actually, we do. We do have this thing. That will help Raymonda quite a bit. Even though I might let Raymonda go at some point. But that point has not yet arrived, and this weapon could use some help with fatigue cost. Or at least fatigue recovery. So I think that's the one we put it on. We could also consider maybe this one. Or this one. Don't have a polearm user. If we had a perfect focus mind over body polearm user, then yeah, something like this would help a lot. Let's put it here. Okay. And let's go take out this camp. We can go 8 times speed thanks to the lookout perk. And this should be actually super easy, apart from maybe the Höllenhunds who will keep teleporting around. Start with the shield, I guess. Not that it matters. I think this is fine. And since there's a Höllenhund, I guess we'll stay put. And just let them slowly waddle towards us. Okay, might as well go for this. 83 hits. And here come the zombies. Okay, we see that we got one famed shield, but the other thing is, I think that's a... might be a long sword, might be a great sword or long sword. So we might actually make use of that weapon, maybe. Let's just be aggressive here. Gunhild can stay, take care of the Höllenhund if need be. Let's see how we do with fatigue, with our new rune and also our new crossbow. Indeed, it is easier. Ghasts are coming for Torolf. We don't really care about ghasts. Everyone has fortified mind. So when exactly will we be strong enough to take on the Black Monolith? I think we want kind of a full roster with everyone who has completed the training course and have mostly famed equipment, have some plan how to deal with the northern flank, which will include all of those skeletal priests or ancient priests or whatever they're called. We'll have to deal with a lot of ancient legionaries, so we might need someone who's actually a super tank for that, but I still need to think on it if that's actually required or not. How we want to handle it. And we will need to be able to kill very fast because of those necrosavants who will all have nimble. Still don't have berserk with Janold. So yeah, these camps that are close to civilization, they become like cakewalks at some point. That happens basically every time. So even with 2 champions, this camp, zero problem. Could have adrenaline there, but no real point to do so. Let's see if we can move away. We can. So now we just let Gunhild tank the Höllenhund. So if this guy gets possessed, then yeah, we can take a little bit of damage, but we are probably fine. And also we can just stun it like so. This guy less of a problem because the weapon is much less scary. Let's increase the combat speed. Okay. So I'll go for another stun. Okay, who do we inspire? I guess Landina. Okay, making steady progress. Steady but slow progress. Alright. So yeah, in the end game, only like the biggest orc, biggest barbarian, and biggest like ancient dead, maybe goblin camps, those provide a challenge still. But otherwise it starts to get very easy. Okay, so we missed a 95 but got hit by a 5%. Makes sense. Might as well go for the Höllenhund again. No real reason to even inspire anyone anymore. This fight is over. Hmm. Waiting to see where the Höllenhund teleports, so that's why I'm waiting with these guys. Okay, over there. There, I suppose. Okay. And now it's over here. Okay, now just wait for Eelika's turn, see if we can kill this. Okay. So this thing, Swayhander, it's pretty bad. Yeah, pretty bad. It's actually kind of garbage. Oh well, the shield is like, guess slightly okay. Has 60 durability. So disappointing. Let's try to find another caravan. Just quickly try to level our housemaid so we can fire the butcher. 65 goblins has 5 champions, so theoretically we might be able to do this. Really not worth the risk, especially not during the day. Has only 1 shaman, which makes it maybe doable. No thanks. With that in mind, we don't want the caravan to go south. If we find one here. There is a caravan. Black market has some things. Kind of underwhelming bow. A bad axe. A mediocre axe. And maybe slightly okay 200 scimitar. Pretty meh reach mace. Pretty good golden dag. Might take that. It's almost 30,000 though. Has enhanced damage and I think effectiveness against armor. So a very powerful weapon. A stock which is garbage. Kind of okay or even good fencing sword. No one uses those, we'll leave that. And kind of bad throwing axes. So yeah, do we take this for 30,000? It's a lot of money. It's a very good weapon, but it's a lot of money. I think we won't take it. Because, well, we can make money back, of course, but 30,000. And yeah, we are, because we recruited a hedge knight and a couple of swordmasters and oath takers, we are now paying over nearly 500 per day. So we could lower the price by getting rid of these situations, but one of these situations is a pact with witches, which is both very difficult and RNG dependent, and also we are being chased by a huge group of goblins currently. So we can't really do that. We can, but it's not worth the hassle. Let's see where this caravan is. To the west, Wolkenburg. I think we'll try that. So it's here. We'll spawn some famed items, and with that in mind, let's skip the very nice golden dag. Very nice but very expensive golden dag. And let's see if we can actually get to our destination. So we need to remember to keep buying more gems. Do I need to do anything here? Probably not. We can make more of this, I guess. Okay, now walking upon Nivekai with a few shell swords, you turn a corner to find an opulent man surrounded by thieves and bandits. They look over their shoulders and widen their eyes. One nicks the merchant on the cheek. Alright, we'll get you next time, you bastard. The scoundrels quickly make their leave. A moment later, and the merchant's heavily armed guards appear. Nursing his wound, he starts yelling at them. What am I paying you for, you sorry bastards? The second I get into trouble and you're nowhere to be seen. Look at this man here, that's who I should be paying. Hey, take this for your trouble, stranger. The merchant throws you a satchel of crowns for your trouble, though all you did was turn a corner and run into a coincidence. So we gain 25 crowns. 25. Okay. Not really a significant amount of money at this point, but... Okay, Orc Marauders, 22. So, as far as Orc Marauder groups go, this is pretty easy. Lots of Orc Young, some Berserkers, some Warriors, and a Warlord. So, we won't back down from this fight, and it should go fairly well. Don't even think we'll lose anyone. However, I would absolutely hate if we had to fight in the swamp. And they are coming towards us. So they want to fight. Do I want to change any equipment around? Well, that's a change, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot to start to repair this stuff. Well, it's been over an hour, and I need a break anyway. I hate fighting on the swamp, so I need to be fresh when I do so. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.